Hello Virgo, this is Joe, and I'm in a mad rush trying to get all my readings done for the first of the month, and I'm so far behind. But this is your September 2020 money, work, career, finance, anything about that area of your life or how that area of your life is being affected, Virgo. So we're going to just get right into it and try to keep this to 10 or 15 minutes at most and explore what is going on with you, Virgo, in that part of your life. This is an intuitive reading, so it's not going to be for everybody. It possibly can't be. I think we all get that. But if it's not for you, that's okay. There's always another message on another day that might be better suited for you. Always check your placements in your chart, because those might point you in a better direction on which sign actually resonates more with you. And that could be ever-changing, of course, because of the way astrology works. So, but Virgo, we're going to just see what is happening for you. I rely on Spirit and the cards to bring forward an intuitive message that somebody needs to hear. So we're going to dive right in right now, Virgo. You have Judgment, first card out. Queen of Cups. The Emperor. And the Page of Cups. Virgo, very interesting reading. Bottom of the deck, Seven of Wands. So you're in an internal struggle right now, Virgo, with what it is that you want for yourself. I feel like, Virgo, you're being torn between two different paths in your life right now. So right now you might be deciding or struggling with this first week or two of September between what it is that you want to do, what makes you feel fulfilled, happy, and what makes you feel like you have purpose, versus what makes you feel like you have sustenance and stability, all those things that kind of bring you everything you want in the material sense. So again, I read cards on first impression, and whatever the first thing is that comes to me when I see the card, to me, over and above anything else, is what that card means. And you also have air, and we're going to dive in just a minute. Serendipity. All my cards are pre-shuffled, Virgo, but sometimes I feel like I need to just give them one last go here. But a blessing to heal a relationship. Very interesting, Virgo. So let's dive right in and see what's going on. So you have the Seven of Wands. So you're having an inner struggle, and I think you're battling with yourself. So your intellectual mind is battling with your heart, or there's a struggle between your heart and your mind over what it is you want for yourself right now. You might have an opportunity to do something that, like I said, gives you purpose and meaning, a sense of fulfillment, a sense of a divine path in life, where you're doing something that is over and above what you would want as a person in kind of the material world. So there's this feeling that you are really kind of having this internal dialogue with yourself and struggling with it. And this is the time for you to make a decision. It's the time for you to come to terms with what it is the heart truly wants. I think what you want to do is what the heart wants. And I think you are struggling with the idea that you might separate yourself from some things that provide you with a level of comfort, in a sense. And what I mean by a level of comfort is having the extra things in life, because you appear here in this reading to have a sense of like financial stability, Virgo. So the Queen of Cups, to me, just gushes of somebody that is really looking at something that is a prized possession of the heart. It's something that even, it's funny because sometimes I just say what comes to me, but there's something that really makes you emotional. There's something that even maybe makes you weep, or makes you tear up, that you want so much for yourself. But it isn't because you want it for yourself. It's because it's your passion. And so it might be it's anything in the realm of helping others, making a difference, elevating, lifting others up. And you know, there's this just feeling of this deep desire to do something more with your life, rather than to pursue life with the idea of material gain. So again, there is this definitely this struggle that you're having, this internal battle. And I think, you know, this is the thing you're fighting against, the Emperor. The Emperor in you, the Emperor in you, and there's nothing wrong with this, values that stability. It values having command over one's sovereignty, authority, dominion over one's life, being comfortable, but also always being in pursuit of maintaining the current status quo and protecting one's interest in everything. So I think that you might have decided that what you have been pursuing in life at this time, up until this point, is finally just getting to the point where it feels hallowed. So Virgo, you definitely have a struggle between what the heart wants and what the mind tells you is good for you. And you know, either or path is fine. It really depends on where your loyalty and happiness lies within your kind of soul. This is almost like, to me, like, okay, you might be struggling with your higher self, your soul contract, something in that area of your life where you feel like, despite where you've been and where you've come from, there's this magnetic pull that's trying to get you to go down a different road. And to you, it logically doesn't make sense, but it's where your heart lies. And so you have the Page of Cups here telling you, you know, to pursue what is for your highest good, not for your highest gain, Virgo. So this is a beautiful reading. I actually really love this because this speaks to me about, you know, that feeling of duality. The yin, the yang, the divine, feminine, masculine. There is this kind of internal struggle of man versus self, or female versus self. And don't, you know, gender is not a thing in this, but that's just kind of how it came to me in my mind. And you have air. This is thought, breathe, intention. This is taking a step back from how you're really thinking and looking at things, and toning it down to a level. And I want to say this not in a way that is kind of offensive, but it's like dumbing it down, not overthinking things to the point where it has to be an expression of algebra, you know, where we overcomplicate things. This is really just doing the simple math and getting down to brass tacks. What is it that you want? What is it that your heart wants? And can you reconcile that within your logical mind to go after that? So I know that sounded kind of weird, but that's really is just getting out of your head and into your heart, kind of merging them, having an equal balance between the two, so you can have a reasonable internal dialogue about what you truly want for yourself. But you do have, Virgo, you have serendipity. I don't know what it is, but this card keeps just jumping out lately when I'm doing readings. And this card is all about that one thing that happens that is almost too good to be true. So you're going to get a confirmation coming up about the path that you need to take. You're going to get a confirmation that it's just going to hit you in a way that there's going to be no more conversation about this. It's really going to be a beacon, a lighthouse, a signpost in your face, and it's going to guide you in the right direction, and just go with it, whatever that is, whichever direction you go in. But I think you're going with your heart. I truly feel like you're going with your heart and pursuing something that is out of the norm for you at this time. Because you've invested so much in maybe your education, your career, or working your way up to where you're at now. And it's almost like, do you want to abandon all this, everything you worked for, to go towards something else that maybe isn't going to provide you with the level of comfort? But I think you would be surprised what comes out of this if you go for it, Virgo. So that's the message here for you today for the first week of September. And I do want to mention this card here, a blessing to heal a relationship. You know, this is what your spirit guides want you to know. The most important thing for you right now is healing. This may not necessarily be with a relationship with somebody else, and it could be anybody, family, it could be a friend, it could be somebody from the past, but you know, this could also be about really getting to the point where you're kinder and gentler for yourself, on yourself, and maybe practicing some self-care. That's the message I get here from Spirit. That's what they want you to know, Virgo. So this is your reading for September 2020, the first week. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it here and say that if this resonated with you, if this really speaks to your circumstances, please leave me a thumbs up. Give me some feedback, let me know. Subscribe if you want to hear more. And of course, if you want a little bit more insight, I do have a members only area which provides a number of extra content, which is in the description box below. So Virgo, have a great rest of your day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Thank you.